Hey guys, I wanted to hop on real quick just to make an announcement. The announcement is that I'm forced to take a little bit of time off. The month of July, there will be no videos for you to watch. I'm sorry for that. But the reason there will be no videos for you to watch is because I have no content to produce. I don't have any raw footage that I can edit and put on YouTube for you. The reason I don't have any content for you is because, well, if you look at the article that is showing on the screen right now, that is your explanation. It says Columbus police are months behind in public records request due to staffing issues. The city's public safety department says there are 7 full-time employees in CPD's public records office. By contrast, Cincinnati has 34 full-time employees. So what this is saying is that the public records unit only has 7 people, and they are unable to keep up with the demand of all of the public records requests that are coming in. I am a very frequent customer of the public records unit for the Columbus Division of Police, obviously. And due to them being so far behind, I don't have any content that I can make for you to put out on YouTube. I'm hoping that by taking the month of July off, they can fill a couple of my old requests. I think I still have 1 or 2 from January, if not early February, that I am waiting. Once I get those in, I will edit that content and I will schedule it for release in August. Hopefully, with taking the month off, I can get a little bit ahead of the curve and I won't be so reliant on them being timely with their fulfillment of these requests. Until something changes in that office, until the political powers that be do something to spend the right amount of money to get the right number of people and make salary decisions commensurate that people will actually want that job, until that happens, unfortunately, I feel like this is something that's going to happen more and more commonly with this channel. So I just wanted to hop on real quick, let you know that they only have 7 people up there. They're working as hard as they possibly can. And unfortunately, with them working as hard as they can in the amount of overtime that they're being forced to work, it's still taking them a long time to get through these public records requests. And before people say, that's their job and they should be doing it, I want to let you know how difficult some of these things can be. And I want to use myself as an example, as I am potentially one of their biggest clients. I consider myself part of the media now, and the demands of the media on the public records unit are strong. So what I do is every single week I submit a public records request, and each request I ask for 5 separate police incidents. Each of those incidents has multiple officers. I request the 911 calls, as well as body camera footage and cruiser footage and helicopter footage if it's available. Now, if I request an incident that, let's make this easy for math's sake, it was a 1-hour incident, and there were 4 officers involved in that incident. The employee of the public records unit has to watch an hour-long video for each of those 4 officers to make appropriate redactions. If this body camera video contains children that were victims of crime, or women who were domestic violence victims or sexual assault victims, or grotesque injuries, or personal information, nudity, all of these things have to be redacted from those videos, and that adds time. So an hour-long video that requires a bunch of redactions might take 2 hours. Now, if I requested 4 officers, that one incident might take 8 hours for that employee to do. That means they spent an entire day on one incident, and I request 5 of those at a time. So there's potential that just one of my requests might take one employee an entire week to fulfill that request. It's a very demanding job. At least it's demanding of their time and the hours. That is why it is absolutely necessary for the city to maybe follow Cincinnati's example and double, triple, or even quadruple the size of that office in order to fulfill its function within the city. Until that happens, unfortunately, I believe these requests are going to continue to take a long time, and I might have to take more and more breaks going forward. Only time will tell. Hopefully, the city and the leaders of the city are able to get their heads out of their asses and do the right thing and provide funding and energy towards what the city needs to provide its most basic functions to its citizens, rather than spending its time and energy on things that will not have a benefit for the citizens of the city. And the most pertinent example I can think of is the Office of Violence Prevention. You have public records not being fulfilled in a timely manner, which is actually a violation of law. And instead of putting time and effort into solving that problem, the city, the mayor, city council is putting its time and effort into things that any intelligent person knows will not have an impact on the city. Until things like that change, we're going to have to wait months and months and months for public records requests to be fulfilled, unless possibly somebody files a federal lawsuit against the city. If this continues for too long, you might see my name on one of those lawsuits. Who knows? But regardless, taking the month of July off, thank you all for supporting the channel. I look forward to talking to you again in August. Take care.